Assalamu alaikum. Hello students, how are you? I hope you are well. During this corona crisis period, don't go out. If you go out in emergency purpose, wear masks. Stay home, stay safe. However, welcome to our Western High School's online education program. We started our class with transformation of sentence. In transformation of sentence, 2 days program assertive to interrogative. Here I have taken some rules and sentence on the board. If there is a to be verb in a sentence, jodi we use this rule. Listen carefully. If there is a to be verb in a sentence, we use this rule. Rule is simple and easy. If anyone carefully listen, it would be easy for him. To be verb, anti, subject plus dot dot means next part of sentence and interrogative marks. Here he is absent from the meeting. In this sentence, is to be verb. We know that am, is, are, was, were, have, has, had, shall, may, might, can, could. It is here to be verb in English. In this rule, if there is a to be verb in a sentence, we change it into interrogative sentence in this way. At first, according to rules, at first to be verb is is at first, and then anti. Anti means not means in short anti. Isn't. Next, according to rule, subject. Here subject he, but we use here small letter. Isn't he, and plus dot dot means next part of sentence. Isn't he absent from the meeting? And question marks. Listen. Very simple. He is absent from the meeting. Here is to be verb. According to rules, to be verb. At first to be verb. To be verb is, so is at first. But I is capital letter here, because we know that the beginning of the sentence capital letter is used. So is, and next plus anti, not, in short not, isn't, and then subject he, but he we use here small letter. So isn't he absent from the meeting? Next, I was sincere to my studies. You do with me. Here also we have to find to be verb. Was is to be verb here. So you use at first was. And according to rules, anti. Wasn't, and then subject I, and plus dot dot means next part of sentence. Sincere to my studies. Next part of sentence, sincere to my studies. I was sincere to my studies. Wasn't I sincere to my studies? Next, same way, we can finish the work. Here, to be verb, can. So, according to rules, at first, to be verb, can, and not, can't. Next, we, can't we finish the work? In this way, you can sense many sentences. So, try at home this rule. You can do all many sentences. Another rule, if the sentence is negative, this sentence was positive or to be verb, but these groups of sentence this sentence is not negative sentence. Here, if the sentence is negative, to be verb plus subject plus dot means next part of sentence. So, we see this sentence, he is not a studious boy. Here, after to be verb, a not is used. But according to rules, to be verb, at first to be verb, not is omitted here. Not is omitted here, is. Next, to be verb, subject he. Is he a studious boy? Is he a studious boy? Listen carefully. In this rule, to be verb plus subject plus dot means our first condition, if the sentence is negative. This sentence is negative. He is not a studious boy. We know that this sentence is a negative sentence because here not is used after to be verb. So, if the sentence is negative, how we can change into interrogative? According to rules, to be verb. At first, to be verb. To be verb is. Next, subject he, and plus dot means next part of sentence. So, is he a studious boy? Another sentence, naughty students are not attentive to their lessons. Next sentence, you can write and change with me. Naughty students are not attentive to their studies. This sentence we have to change into interrogative sentence. But according to rules, there is a not in this sentence, and this sentence is negative sentence. So, we know that if the sentence is negative, at first we use to be verb. So, naughty students, here to be verb are. So, we use at first are. Next, according to rule, to be verb, we used to be verb are and subject naughty students. and not is omitted from here, and next part of sentence, attentive to their lessons. And next, question marks. So our sentence was, naughty students are not attentive to their lessons. And the sentence is, are naughty students attentive to their lessons? In this way, you can change all negative sentences into interrogative sentences. Our next rule: if there is no to be verb in a sentence and the sentence is present tense, all sentences are not used in to be verb. Some sentences use to be verb, some sentences are not used to be verb. So in this group, we will see without to be verbs how we can change into interrogative sentence. I have taken down some sentences on board. Listen carefully and write with me. Try to change with me. If there is no to be verb in a sentence and the sentence is present tense, যদি সেন্টেন্সের মধ্যে কোনো টু বি ভার্ব না থাকে তাহলে কিভাবে আমরা ইন্টারোগেটিভ করব? Here rules: doesn't, don't, doesn't, subject plus ... means next part of sentence. The first sentence, we see a nice bird. We see a nice bird. Notice there is no to be verb in this sentence, and this sentence is simple present tense. So we have to change this sentence into interrogative. We see a nice bird. So here rules: don't, doesn't, subject plus ... plus sign of interrogation. According to rules, since there is no to be verb in this sentence, so we use here don't. If there is no s or es with verb, we use here don't. But if there is s or es with verb, we use here doesn't. We see a nice bird. According to rules, don't. Since there is no s or es with verb, so we use here don't. So don't. Next, subject we. Don't we. Next part of sentence. Next part, see a nice bird. And next, interrogative marks. We see a nice bird, and according to rules, at first don't, and then subject, and then next part of sentence. Don't we see a nice bird? Now do another two sentences. Do with me. They work hard for the country. they work hard for the country. In this sentence, there is no to be verb. So, according to rules, and here verb work hard, we use don't. Next, subject, they. And then next part of sentence, work hard for the country. Don't they work hard for the country? And next sentence, I love my country. Here also, there is no to be verb in this sentence. So, according to rules, at first we use don't. Then, subject. Here, subject I. Don't I. And plus dot 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 and interrogative marks means next part of sentence. Don't I, next part, love my country. Love my country. And plus interrogative marks. Next, the girl sings a sweet song. Here, the girl subject and verb sings. The girl is third person, so S is used with verbs. So in this case, we use doesn't. Here, doesn't. Doesn't. And then subject. Subject, the girl. Doesn't the girl. And then next part of sentence, sings a sweet song, but sing a sweet song. If you use does or doesn't, you must not use S or ES with verb. So, the girl sings a sweet song. Doesn't the girl sing a sweet song? You have to notice here carefully. Here, sings, since the subject third person singular, so we use S with or ES with verb. When we change it into interrogative, we use doesn't, and then according to rules, subject, the girl, and then next part. Next part means verb and rest part of sentence. Here verbs sings, but we use here sing because we used here doesn't. If we know that if we use doesn't or does, we do not use S or ES with verbs. Next, she writes a poem. Same rule. At first, doesn't, because here S is used with verb. So we use here doesn't. Next rule, subject. Here subject she. And then verb and next part of sentence. And then question marks. She writes a poem. Doesn't she write a poem? In this way, you can sense more and more sentences. The lesson. Here, I have taken down 3 sentences on board. He caught a fish. You bought a dictionary. They saw a nice bird. Another sentence I write. These sentences are past tense and we have to change this sentence into interrogative. But according to rules, if there is past tense, didn't, at first we use didn't. He subject caught first form and a fish object. So this sentence is past tense. So according to rules, did, didn't, and then subject he, didn't he, and then V1. V1 means present form of verb. Caught, it's present from catch. Didn't he catch a fish? And then catch V1 and then next part a fish and sign of interrogation. Listen carefully. He caught a fish. According to rules, didn't, and then subject he, and then V1 means present form of verb, caught present from catch, and next part a fish. Didn't he catch a fish? Next, you bought a dictionary. You bought a dictionary. Here, subject at first didn't. Next, subject you. And next, V1, bought, its first form and its present from buy. Didn't you buy a? Next part of sentence. And interrogative words. Didn't you buy a dictionary? Next, they saw a nice bird. Here, saw past tense. So, at first we use didn't. And then subject. And then B1 means saw, B1 see. Didn't they see a nice bird? Next part. A. And then question marks. They saw a nice bird. Didn't they see a nice bird? And our next sentence, my mother recited the Holy Quran this morning. This recited first form. So, according to rules, we use at first didn't. And then subject. Subject, my mother. And then V1 means recite. Sorry, RACITED. RACITED. Didn't my mother recite? My mother recited the Holy Quran this morning. According to rules, at first didn't, and then subject, my mother, and then V1 recite, and then plus dot dot means next part of sentence. Next part of sentence, the Holy Quran this morning. The Holy Quran this morning. In this way, you can change more and more sentences. Okay, be good everyone. Next class, we will, I shall try to learn you another topics. Thank you very much.